What I want to get to is, on this roller coaster ride for this final story, is we got to the 10th year and something broke. It's like, you know, Hillary talked about the ceiling had 18 million cracks or something like that. But for us in the 10th year, it's like we finally, boom, it just went through. Even before the 10th year, we had like offers for different contracts and resources, but we still couldn't like get the footing that we want. Now, I gotta butt in my own story and say this. This is while helping other people become millionaires, right? Wow. Keep in mind, this is while I am helping other businesses move from poverty to wealth, right? And they come back and say to me, hey, Michelle, thank you. We just got the contract. It's $1 million, right? Hey, Michelle, we just got the housing complex and it's a $5 million deal. Wow, I'm home like, is this gonna work? I wanted you to understand that because it's like, wait a minute, you were doing all that work helping all these people be successful. Why couldn't you do it for yourself? And that is part of what I wanted to bring here today. I was addicted to the help in the craftsmanship while letting the business not be so much a focus. I'm pouring out everything I had. I mean, everything I had, while me, myself, was drowning. So now, when I looked at the bank account and looked at the genius and all these accolades and awards, I said, will you take care of yourself for a change? Will you take care of you? Will you pay attention to yourself? Will you be committed to you as you are to everybody else? And that's when the glass ceiling broke, right? And we were able to help other people get paid while your girl was getting paid too. And old Michelle Snow would just be like, hey, get on, you know, get on, do this. And they'd be like, girl, I did it, we won, and we got it, right? While I was home like, whoo, glad that worked out. Now we changed our position to be included in the stuff that we help other people do. I started really studying it, and I recognized that the squeaky wheel gets the oil. And so when these people get all these awards, some of them are not even as good as you, Nikita. They're not as qualified, they're not as smart, they're not as integral, they're not as passionate, they're not as intense, they're not as sincere even, but they got the award of recognition. And so some of you are not taking advantage of just keeping your name hot on the street. There's some people that says, I'll come to your event to speak or to do so-and-so, or I'll donate money if you give me an award, right? Some of them are not even like real, but y'all don't know that. All you know is such and such is critically acclaimed and has an award. Now what happens? You don't know the deal behind the scenes, but this person is top of mind. So I'm talking on two sides of the fence because I don't want to gas you up like, y'all need to be getting awards, what y'all doing, without telling you that there is two sides to that. It is wonderful when people recognize you and celebrate you because it's like somebody saw me. The second part of it is it keeps you sizzling on the streets. And so I wanted to end with this because John couldn't be here to do part of this. What awards would help you get to the next level?
At Studios, we provide office and rental for small businesses. I am starting something completely different. I changed from event spaces to providing a space for small businesses like myself to grow their business from the ground up, whether they didn't even have an LLC, it just was providing hair services in their kitchen, to now a six-figure business. Today I closed with Community Bank, and I bought Community First. Okay. And not only did I close for my business, but I bought 4 women, Black-owned women businesses
So, what I wanted to wrap up with tonight was part of the success for the brands that we lead, which is Grow with Snow, Grow Together Snow Foundation, is because we've worked very hard to establish relationships where people know our name, all right? And so I want to ask you to really be thinking deeply about who knows your name. Mr. Burnell tonight gave a great example that his reputation in the business that he has been so consistent that 30 years later, people have him as top of mind. So the question to you is, who's thinking about you? And who's knocking on doors that you don't know about, walking you in? What are you doing to keep your name on the streets, that when people are thinking about your industry, your expertise, that it's like, oh yeah, you know what? This person. And so what does your social media look like? And where are you hanging out at, right? And when you get there, some people take these kind of settings for granted. You'd be like, oh, I just sat next to this guy or this girl or this woman or this man, not realizing that these partners could literally be unlocking 6-7 figure opportunities for you.